Hello, everybody. My name is Dr. Robert Kokanese. I'll be your teacher for this fall 2024 Biology 141 class. This is a general introduction for both the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday daytime lab classes and also the night class. This is an introduction showing you the textbook, lab manual, and a few resources from the class shell. I'll be recording a separate grading video, and I'll be attaching that separately. So welcome to the class. First things first, textbook, lab manual. The bookstore should have this, and also the Lewis and Clark website should have this information. Well, let me show you what the textbook, at least the latest edition textbook, looks like. Let me see if I can make it less glary here. So Tortor and Derrickson, Principles of Anatomy and Physiology. This is the 16th edition. Any earlier editions, such as 12, 13, 14, 15, are fine. If you're buying your textbooks or renting your textbooks or borrowing your textbooks, earlier versions will be just fine. Lab manual, very similar situation. This is what I'm using. This is the 6th edition. Allen and Harper are the authors. Laboratory Manual for Anatomy and Physiology. Editions 3, 4, and 5 are just as good. You're not turning in anything, any pages from this lab manual. So even manual that has filled out pages or missing pages might serve the purpose. So those were the two mandatory required materials. There's nothing else this class requires. You may purchase any other educational tools that you see fits best for your study style, but the lab manual and textbook are the only required material. So next, I want to show you the class shell and the resources in it. And by the way, if you have any questions that come up while I'm talking or you're watching this recording, please send me a message through the class shell. There is a messaging function there, and that finds me the easiest. So no bad time for questions. Anytime you have questions, ask electronically, and we meet face-to-face, of course, there as well. So let me start the screen sharing, and that is going to take us to the class shell. So if I'm doing this right, we are looking at the student view of the O1A section. I'm going to use this as a demonstration. All your class shells, whether you are an O2A or O1B or a 60 section student, should look very, very similar. So I'm going to start by pointing out a link to the Student Success Center. This semester, I'm hearing that there will be a tutoring opportunity for anatomy and physiology students. Please contact them there if you need that kind of service from a Student Success Center. The homepage, let's dig in here a little bit. So on the homepage, by the time the shell is open, you'll see my welcome message, a few models that and animations that will be really good to have. In this homepage, you also see this narrated lecture slides. When we look at the schedule in a few minutes, you'll see that sometime to keep the pace of education in this class, I will be providing you pre-recorded lectures, and they will be linked to this folder, narrated lecture slide. So this term will come up a number of times during the semester. It's good to know that it's within the home page. I'm not going to say much about my bio. I'll say a few words about myself during the introduction when we meet face to face, but here's a little bit about me. Um, Here's Wiley practice quizzes. The publishers of your textbook provides a set of practice quizzes for each chapter. Not a bad idea to give this a try once we get going with the semester. You'll notice that the practice quiz styles, the question styles, are a little different from what you might see in this class. On the practice quizzes here, you see images. We do not have images on lecture quizzes or exams. However, this is electronically graded, and this is a good measure just how much of the material have you internalized, how much of the material have you memorized for a graded assignment. So practice quiz grades are not counting towards your grade in this class, but good practice. Let's stop by here, the lecture schedule. And when you click in here, PDF file should pop up. And so again, this is the lecture schedule for the Monday, Wednesday lab classes section, O1A, O1B. And you see this kind of detail because I included here graded quizzes. You'll access these from the class shell. You see the opening and closing dates. All assignments here in this class, whether it's lecture or lab related, are timed. So these quizzes are timed for 15 minutes. There's one try, one chance. So take these quizzes prepared. I also want to show you here the first date, September 30th. No face-to-face lecture today. And the Integumentary System 1 lecture will be recorded, available through the class shell. This is a day where we have a big lab exam, a lab practical. And I found that after teaching this class for 15 years that it's a good idea not to have lecture the same day a lab practical is happening. So this is the first example where officially you should expect a lecture recorded in the lab shell in that narrated lecture slides folder. So when you go all the way to the bottom, you see the times and dates for the comprehensive final. You also see times. Let me go up here. Where's our lecture exam 1, September 18th. So the graded assignments are all marked here, timed. Now, you're saying, well, these dates are irrelevant for me if I'm in a night class or in a Tuesday lab class in O2A section. That is true, but when you enter your class shell, the lectures, of course, will show your own schedule. So please check it out. And that, I think, will help to start the semester in a more planned way. We have lab schedule as well. Now, this particular lab schedule is showing the O1A lab schedule. This statement is true for everybody, whether you're starting your lab on Monday, August 26th, Tuesday, 27th, Wednesday, 28th. Please be prepared to be in the lab for the full time. The lab has no hazardous material in it, so you're welcome to bring lunch, snack, food and drinks, whatever keeps you going all the way till 3 o'clock. The first lab is going to be definitely going to the full time, so please be prepared for that. I'll try to remind you in my message as well once I open the shells. And again, in the lab schedule, we have lab home assignments. These are for practice purposes. So you do see an electronic grade once you complete a lab home assignment, but lab home assignment grades are not calculated towards your overall lab grade. So this is practice purposes only. What is going for grades is these quizzes. We'll start several labs with a face-to-face quiz. In the grading video, I may say a little more about these. And of course, we do have the large lab exam we call lab practicals. And so these are all indicated here in your lab schedule. And of course, if you have a Tuesday, Wednesday, or night class lab, your lab schedule will be reflecting that. I want to stop by here at the course syllabus, mostly because of the attendance policy. In the syllabus, the most important point will be the grading, and I will come back to that in the grading video. However, let's check out this attendance policy. This has become the focus in the last few semesters. So there is only a limited number of hours you can miss before jeopardizing your grade. And so in this last paragraph, that adds it up. So missing 8 through 11 hours of class, lecture, or lab is going to decrease your overall grade by 1 grade level, 1 transcript grade level. If your job situation changes and the class and lab schedule becomes totally impossible, sometimes it's possible to switch to a different section or drop the class, because missing many hours, whether it's work related, whether it's sickness related, eventually going to eat into your transcript grade. This is the first semester that I will be following a little more seriously lecture attendance. So I wanted to make sure I point this out. I will mention this in a face-to-face gathering as well. So this is part of the folder here of the course syllabus. I include a copy of all lecture slides here. I'm not going to click into that. We do have lecture exam study guides, lecture quizzes. This is the place where you access the 4 grade quizzes on each chapter. So this is your access points. This is how you access lab home assignments. And I'll come back to the word bites in the graded section. So these are the resources here. Again, a separate set of resources will be explained when I record the grading video. So let me stop sharing here. And so thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions before we meet face-to-face, please don't hesitate to message me through the class shell. And even at a face-to-face meeting, lecture lab, don't hold back with any questions. I hope we're going to have a great semester together. This is a wonderful material, and you'll hear and see a lot of applications to everyday life. So I'm going to close this recording here, and I hope to see you all the first face-to-face meeting for the Monday and Wednesday lab classes. It will be Monday, 11 o'clock. For the Tuesday lab section, it will be Tuesday, 11 o'clock. And for my night class, I'll see you guys at 6 o'clock on Monday. Until then, I'm going to say goodbye.